On today's episode of Making Things to Make It Through, I'm trying to prove to my wife how I can be domestic, making 3-ingredient bread. So bread is one of my favorite things. Also, don't mind the boiled eggs. Yeah, just don't even worry about that. But bread is one of my favorite things to make. It's one of my favorite things to eat. It's one of my favorite things. You can tell by, if you were able to see my six-pack, that is totally there, you would see that I really like to eat bread. So the ingredients for this are pretty simple. We need some flour, some yeast, some salt, and I'm just following a simple recipe here, but I need to prove to my wife that if I want to live on a homestead someday, I've got to be able to make some of the basic things that she can only get at the grocery store. So here I am, trying to make it like our king, Luke Nichols, and make some homemade bread. And anyone that follows Outdoor Boys knows that bread is one of his favorite things, and he's really good at making it. So we're sifting up this flour so we can put it here. I'll put some soothing music because you probably don't want to hear me talk the entire time I'm making this bread. So you can just kick back and bask in this wonderful, wonderful, delectable treat that I was making. So here we're going to mix all the ingredients together, make sure liquids turn to solids and the solids remain solid until we get this kind of stringy, doughy feel. Right when we see it like that, we know that it is time to take it out of the bowl. Right when we get it like that, all mixed together, then we know that it is time to let it rest. I'll also tag the recipe I followed down in the description of this video. But here we get to see my favorite magic trick. Put this cloth over it, bada bing bada boom, a little magic. Voila. We see that bread has risen quite nicely. We're gonna set the oven temperature. I mean, there are few things that smell as nicely as fresh bread. That's also one of the main reasons I like to make it. But here we gotta make sure that nice yellow countertop is as clean as can be so we can knead out that dough. So I'm giving it a quick clean here. Put some flour down so we don't get it too messy. We're just gonna give that dough some nice kneading. Also gotta grease up the bread pan so we don't get it to stick too bad. Trying to get that nice shape in there. I'm not very good at the shaping part. I got a lot to work on. I got a lot to prove to my wife here. That's why I got to keep practicing. Got to keep making this bread. Wasn't quite pleased with that, so I took it out to give it a little more love, so it looks a little nicer. Here we get to see another magic trick. We put it in the oven. Ooh, look at that bread. Perfect. It didn't quite fill the bread pan like I was hoping, but it still looks quite nice. And I mean, the best part about making bread, the best part about having bread is right when it comes out of the oven, cutting yourself a nice piece, putting some butter on it, maybe some honey butter. And here I am trying to record some of that crunch. I don't know if you can hear it, but it was quite, I mean, the crunch was perfect sound. And as we know, best thing that we can do is give it the good old taste test. So, as you can see, this is a pretty easy recipe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I surely enjoyed it. My wife surely enjoyed it, but I got a lot to show her before she's ready for me to live in the wilderness and make bread, just like Luke. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow along. And as we know, life is hard, so we just got to keep making things to make it through. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you.